That is how powerful we are. Or that is how powerful Chukwuka made us. Not by man. All I've been explaining to you was the reason why they went about recruiting people. Recruiting them to try. And they have tried everything and it has not worked. This IPOB is too strong. Every time, everything we've tried is not working. And I'm telling you, they may come to recruit some of you. They will come for some of you within IPOB. They will come for some of you because everything they have tried hasn't worked and it can never work. Never. Even if they buy over some of you, you are wasting your time. It can never, ever work. Never. This family is indestructible. Indestructible. Ask the Fulefus that went before. Those that thought they were too strong, they have to be. Or if not for us, what we are doing, everything was us. Where are they today? They are gone, and we are still here. The whole world is hearing about us to the point where the AFP took bribe from Nigerian government to run a propaganda for them against IPOB and my leadership. Has it worked? The answer is no. They are now even in more trouble. See the number of enemies we have. Now, from what I've just explained to this evening, AFP have taken their own money. A very powerful news outlet. Anything they publish is syndicated all over the world. They're against what we are doing. Facebook is against what we are doing. They are rich already. They're still getting money from the zoo. These are what I call the Luciferian Alliance. Those who believe in COVID-19 to use it to plant chips in people, to use it to inject you with vaccine, so our wives and our mothers will be barren. These are they are the same group of people. We know them very well. When the time comes, they'll be exposed. Do you see the number of enemies you have? Not just AFP and Facebook. Look at the names of these are Igbo names. Frederick Nwabofo is Igbo. Akujobi, I'm sure that's his name. He's changed it to Ajikobi, so we won't find him. He's Igbo. They will come, they will buy some of you. Because some of you don't have any conscience. Some of you don't understand what Biafra means.
All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, "For violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever." Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, say, "For violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever." All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are, okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. In this one, go to Nigeria. "In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate and cast lot for Jerusalem, even you where
It's up and all. It's up or starting again. Huh? Yeah, hold on. I'm on another system. Give me one second. Yes. Okay.
Boy, you're unmuted. Mute your mic will go.
You are all invited to the Aludo State de facto government in Homeland Fort fundraising. Purpose of the event to support Finland Convention for Biafra redeclaration.
Zoo is panicking. They are panicking. I love it. They are panicking. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We are live and we are direct. They are panicking. Zoo is panicking. Zoo is panicking. It is the truth. I tell you the truth. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're holding my life, you take it.
All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, for violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, say, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are. Okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. In this one, go to Nigeria. In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate and cast lot for Jerusalem, even you
Someone is saying take university and others would attack the space.
Take what?
They're saying like in the useful information WhatsApp, somebody is saying that James is telling me that tech guy, university and others would attack the space, that maybe I should be the host. Or Ugo should be the host, one of us should be the host, so if they're not attacking you, please bringing your space
Yeah,
down.
I think we are fine. They're not gonna do anything. You're already exposed. Clarity is so scared of attack. Attack. Okay, and I will attack. I see. Some the women in every day kind of attack. That's when I have to tell her because these attack things, they're clarity. Now every day kind of you know what I mean? But when I was to go, I don't know White House. So again, I never attack every second. You know, she just
I
uh,
don't know if you give me a co-host, but I think
what?
they're attacking the space because my co-host, I'm accepting it, but it's not coming through. So who knows? It might be.
Mm,
But
it's not funny.
see.
Let me see again. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I made you co-host. Is Ugo co-host too?
Ugo is already co-host, yes.
I can't come as Did you like that again?
No, let me go out and come back. Maybe that will help. But it's not, the co-host is not coming to. Ugo is calling me right now. Maybe he wants to know what to do. I'll just tell him to keep playing the music, right?
Yeah, keep playing the music. We have to wait
Okay.
because with this disruption now, we may start about 9, maybe in this 9:20. Let's give like 9:30. 9:30, 9:40. Yeah, because of this disruption. Mm,
Okay.
mm, yeah. Okay, we're gonna. Hello, go.
Because mute yourself, please.
Okay.
In and out.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye.
I was taking a lot of bullets for me. Because we understand what is going on better than any other person. He has been with me since the time he met me to this point, and he believed in me. Mr. Keyo is the secretary of the UPF in Finland. Well, in the afternoon, I'm going to make an official speech which will address a lot of things. I just want to welcome every one of you to Finland. This is the man that everybody wants to crucify. God is going to use me to end Nigeria. By the power conferred on me as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. And after you have voted for the open gate for the Biafra freedom, which is 100% vote, the Biafra Helsinki Declaration 2024.
Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting for the DPM to get into the space. And once she's here, we're going to continue with the press briefing. Thank you. Go ahead, go to 47.
This is what you can do now. So put hand on the desk to make this nation a beautiful one, a glorious one for our future. We have come to do what the class of 67
Tochi, I'm right back.
Yes, you are. You're back. You're back.
Okay.
Yeah. Go to 47. There's a lot of noise in the background a little bit, but the DPM is here.
Tochi, I'm right back.
Yes, you are. You're back. Go to 47. There's in the background a little bit.
All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Do we start now or do we wait for some time?
Let's wait for some time since we all just came back. If we can share that, because some people are asking for the link.
Okay. All right.
Tochi, do we have the link to share? Just send out to some people.
Yeah, the link is here.
Or the
I
same
shared it on
one.
my page. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you, but
Okay,
it's
great.
just the share link. I'll send it to you right now. The one I sent to you is the one we shared to everyone.
All
And I'll
right.
just
Thank you.
you're
And
welcome.
please, Biafrans, please, if every one of us can just do us a favor, retweet, because so many people might think the program is no longer going to. So try and retweet. We are over 100 here. If 100 or over 100 of us can retweet, about 100 people again will get the notification. Please. Thank you.
Yeah, tweet, and share the space to on your timeline, please. Thank you.
Because we understand what is going on better than any other person. He has been with me since the time he met me to this point. And he believed in me. Mr. Keyo is the secretary of UPF in Finland. Well, in the afternoon, I'm going to make an official speech which will address a lot of things. I just want to welcome everyone of you to Finland. This is the man that everybody wants to crucify. God is going to use me to end Nigeria. We are in a nation now. We are no more agitated. 100%, bro. No more depressed. For sure. This is what you can do now for put hand on the desk to make this nation a beautiful one, a glorious one for our future economic generation. We have come to do what the class of 67 to 72 very gallantly, of course. We have come to commence a war that will last forever and ever until Biafra comes. That is what we must understand. Once we commence, we never ever stop. If you have to fight a war for 1,000 years, so be it. Once we start, we will never ever stop until Biafra comes. All our enemies will hunt them down. We all over the world, you understand that? In over 80 countries of the world and counting, 88 at the last count, there is nowhere you cannot find Biafrans. If we deploy our intellect, our scientific know-how, if we deploy everything that we know to the pursuit of this very glory from heaven, we'll get it. Anything standing in our way, I feel sorry for it. If you think our fathers built a wall in those days, you're dreaming. We have better, some more sophisticated ones now. Once we start, I feel sorry for the zoo. Anywhere they like, they can run to. If they like, let them go and run into a pipe or your pipe in Namibia. God in heaven knows you will find them and kill you. We want you to understand that. We have come to get our country. That is all we're interested in. If you have common sense, which I know some of you don't have, you will just know how angry is you. If you know how angry we are, if you know how upset we are, I swear to God, you will run away and kick us in the floor and I will tell you the truth. Because you know what is in the constitution. We are not asking for a this country. We are not asking for anything that doesn't belong to us. All we are saying to ourselves and God and God has told them, leave us alone for peace sake. When we are free before you guys, if you have an application to say, leave us alone, please. If you want to live, you want to treat as sensible human beings. I am tired of living like a monkey and a baboon. So the demands of Nnamdi Kanu or his grievances, there will be no currency to his words. But he speaks clearly, speaking the mind and the grievances and the pains of the people. To ignore what he is saying will be stupid. He is the one who has embraced the use of the language that the Nigerian state understands. But he is not the only person who is aggrieved in Nalaigo. Kill Nnamdi Kanu today, there are 1,000 waiting to take his place. Have you heard of what Mr. Wana of Sokoto said about IPOB? It's on YouTube. Is that not portrayed? Who said that they get us first? I was after and said, they get Igbo people. Ahmad Bello came out and said it before I was born. I hate Igbo people. These are the so-called Nigerians. You know, there's something called hypocrisy and lack of intellect. That is the pain of a black man. And allow me to repeat what I said. Without Biafra, Africa is doomed. Without Biafra. And there's something called inference, because I'm learning. You draw inference. If you went to school, you will see what because I'm learning. The reason why Japan is killed is because of this. The same thing happened in Europe. It is called competition, in case you don't know. You don't build an economy based on sentiment. You build it based on competition. Why don't all the casinos in Macau come together and be one happy big casino? Because you stifle human creativity and ingenuity if you remove competition. Oh my goodness me. Let me continue to demolish the frivolous and nonsensical argument. Can you name one Hausa Fulani or a Roman that did well in the economy before the zoo? It has a zero. Absolute zilch. Because they don't understand the fundamentals of economics. Because you cannot run a viable model economy in the absence of competition. What Biafra provides will be a compelling platform to allow people to freely engage with one another based on mutual respect, not on some frivolous sentimentality. Let me tell you this story about we are who told you we are one people? Who told you we are one people and two? Do you have Nigeria inside you? Do you eat my food I eat? Do your mother like to eat rubber the way my mother does? What makes us the same people? I place my ancestry and my lineage to the very land of Israel. Where is yours? We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I'm going to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I will say that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Obad, Yasika, and Ifajima are still in some of you. When the time comes, they'll buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what you're doing. You can't. Not in 3 years. You cannot. Not in 3 years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will get the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and the same God of Israel. The same God of Uri, the same God of all people. Not to be bad, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is He omnipotent, but that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. And at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who are chosen before you are born. There were some people who were chosen before you are born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who, from their mother's womb, they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, will not flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these new colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you will be buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to try us. So we don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook, they can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you everything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore, is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move. So in the process that we are embarking upon, if we are not praying for war, but we are in to come forward to war, we have to fight. The only thing we are saying is that this time around, we will be more prepared than we were before. That's what we are saying. Nobody's asking for war. To tell me that you're prepared to be a slave in the Philippines, in another person's country, enjoying. Let them go and ask the Filipinos what they want you to drive away Imelda Marcos and the husband. Our people need sometimes somebody suggested before that in the new Biafra we will turn every textbook into a local language. If you're in IPOB, physics will be in IPOB language, geography in IPOB language, everything is in IPOB language. If you're from Igbo land, everything will be in Igbo language. Everything. So that our people can reason in their own language. This is why I hated colonialism. If you think in a foreign language, you will not understand the meaning of what you're talking about. That is why at Radio Biafra, we don't present radio and journalism the way it is done everywhere else. Because our people, it will not have the desired impact. Here we give you the news and tell you the meaning and implications of the news you are presenting. How can somebody who claims he or she is educated? All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah, from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, for violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, say, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are. Okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. If this one go to Nigeria, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate and cast lot for Jerusalem, even you were as one of them. Hey! Are you people following? The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 11, said, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers, Fulani government and their politicians, strangers carried captive his forces, when strangers entered his gate, when strangers entered our land, and they cast lots for Jerusalem, even you, the people that claim they are fighting for Biafra, even you
We are one of them. Even you were one of the strangers. Even you were one of those who have come to carry the forces captive. You are.
Welcome, Biafrans, to this special briefing from our DPM. And now hand us over to the Deputy Secretary for Information, Ms. Tochi. Ms. Tochi, over to you.
Thank you so much. 47. Ladies and gentlemen, Biafrans, it is my honor to introduce you to the esteemed Honorable Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Honorable Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Dr. Orabueze serves as the second in command to the Prime Minister, Samnepa, working tirelessly to advance the Dr. Orabueze has been recognized for her commitment to the Biafran cause, engaging with the community, through various platforms. Our efforts have focused on ensuring that the voices of Biafrans are heard, advocating for their rights and promoting the vision of an independent Biafran state. With a background in leadership, passion for public service, Dr. Rabreze has become a pivotal figure in the Biafran movement, known for her eloquent communication and insightful policy discussions. She is deeply committed to fostering unity, encouraging dialogue, and implementing strategies that align with the collective goals of Biafrans for our sovereignty. Please join me in welcoming and supporting Honorable Dr. Ngozi Rabreze as she continues to represent and fight for the interests of all Biafrans. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you so much, Tochi. Am I coming out?
Yes, we can hear you clearly. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much, fellow Biafrans. Greetings, everyone listening this morning. My name is Dr. Ngozi Oboreze, the Chief of Staff and Deputy Prime Minister to the United States of Biafra, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and the de facto government. I'm here this morning to briefly talk to Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, on what is going on, all the things flying around on social media. Again, I greet His Excellency, our Obatobie, the Prime Minister, Simon Eber, the man for the moment. You are the one that has brought us this far. Thank you so much, His Excellency. I also want to thank our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, for what you do to make sure that the freedom of Biafra is sacrosanct. The restoration of Biafra is something nobody born of woman can tamper with. We are focused, we are committed, and we are already in the last lap of this run. I also want to use this opportunity to thank our Biafra Defense Forces, the Biafra Liberation Army, all the security, the Navy, the Air Force that are doing what they need to do every day to make sure that our motherland is safe. I also want to use this opportunity to thank the 40 state administrators in Homeland in the United States of Biafra. You and your executives work day and night to ensure that this freedom that has been declared for the United States of Biafra is not tampered with by any human being. We thank you for all you do. I thank all the stakeholders for the United States of Biafra. I thank all our donors, privately and publicly, that have keyed into what we are doing to ensure that Biafra is fully restored and we all go back to our motherland by the end of 2025. May God bless you all. As you all know, we have a very busy schedule today. We have our fundraising, but I have to take out a little moment from that to come and address Biafrans. The propaganda you heard going around the social media since yesterday is all false, being perpetrated by disgruntled individuals that have no place in the struggle. The restoration and the independence of Biafra is sacrosanct. The path has been carved. Biafra has been declared. We are no longer in Brigi and can never go back to Brigi. We are the United States of Biafra. All the structures, all the commitments, all the plans, everything we are doing at this time is geared towards the full restoration of the United States of Biafra. That is what this government is focused on. The United States of Biafra has only one government under one leadership, His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Eber, of who I represent as the surrogate. I, Dr. Ngozi Oboreze, maintains there is only one government for this country, United States of Biafra. We are focused You cannot deliver a baby and put the baby back inside the mother's womb. So, on that note, as I've mentioned, we have so much to do today. We have our fundraising, our first ever state fundraising coming up. It's gonna be raining again today. We are going to continue to do what we are doing. Any propaganda you heard from some of the disgruntled ex-brigade cabinet members, Biafrans, disregard that. It is false. It has nothing and no bearing to what we are doing. We are continuing and we are going to continue to remain focused on the restoration of the full restoration and protection of our land. That is our major task right now. Any distraction from that, dear friends, we are not going to accept that. On that note, I want you all to be focused. Continue to do what you are doing to support this government, this only one government established under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Do not be swayed. Do not be carried away by that propaganda. We stand on that mandate of the Declaration of the United States of Biafra, under one government, under one leadership. That is what I came here this morning to tell us Biafrans. Let us be focused. Let us continue to do what we are doing. We are continuing to inform our allies, our friends, and submit the necessary documents at the necessary tables. Our legal department continue to work on that. Any information we got from any other source, our Justice Department is going to take time to investigate the validity of such information, and I will definitely come back to address Biafrans on that note. Having said this, I thank you all, Biafrans, and that will be the end of this Twitter space today. I will see you all during our first ever 40 States of Biafra fundraising in the next few minutes. Thank you all so much, Biafrans, and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, DPM. So, on that note, this space will be coming to a close. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. And please don't forget the fundraiser is important today, like the DPM has said. We're going to be having a fundraiser. Please make sure you're there. And thank you so much, Biafrans.
All right. So we are reading from the book of Obadiah from chapter 1 from verse 10. He said, "For violence against your brother Jacob, for violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever." Are you all listening? Let me repeat it again. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10, say, "For violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever." All of you have seen the way the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, you know that this is a special week we are. Okay? What has happened today? Some of them, all the things they have done in the past, they have gone back to it and start taking glory. They are taking glory. After they wage violence against their own brother. Let me read from 11. If this one go to Nigeria, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gate and cast lot for Jerusalem, even you were as one of them. Hey! Are you people following? The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 11, say, in the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers, Fulani government and their politicians, strangers carried captive his forces, when strangers entered his gate, when strangers entered our land and they cast lots for Jerusalem, even you, the people that claim they are fighting for Biafra, even you were one of them. Even you were one of the strangers. Even you were one of those who have come to carry